Hi, it's day 9, I guess? 8, 9? Thursday? 9. It's day 9. So, how has this project been going so far? Well, the first days was kind of hard because I did not think of all the smaller problems it would bring when going back to an older phone. Like the bank account stuff and my cellular account and everything around that. But as the days went on, it seems like I kind of adjusted pretty quick. Even though I haven't received all my extra stuff regarding logging into my bank and everything, I think I've managed to control my phone usage pretty well. I was looking at my screen time yesterday before going to bed, and my screen time at the phone, at least, because that's where my problem is, has been around 29 to 30 minutes each day, and the screen openings have been around 30 openings during a day. So it might seem like every time I was opening my phone, I would use a minute or so on my phone and then close it again. So it feels like it has been adjusted pretty well. Comparing to that, my older screen time was around 3 to 4 hours each day and 100 plus openings on the phone. So I'm happy this far, even though, like I said in my earlier diary entry, I've been using my computer a lot more. But then again, the last few days I've been doing it because of work. So since I'm a buyer and seller, I'm using my computer because of that. So I'm saying that even though I'm not supposed to use that much screen time, at the same time it's part of my work, so I can't get away from that. And I think that's the problem for many people, that you are using your computer when it comes to work, and you're kind of stuck in a reality where you have to use the screen. But I guess as long as you use the screen for things you're supposed to do, I guess that's fine. It has to be fine, because this won't work either way. Other than that, my days have been pretty great. I've been able to watch a lot of movies without looking at my phone. It feels like I'm beginning to have a new love for movies again. I used to collect them several years ago, but it seems like for several years now that I've not been able to enjoy the movies that much. I've enjoyed the movies I've watched in the cinemas, but the movies at home has never been the same, I guess. So I have a list now that I'm working my way through, because I have a lot of movies I've been thinking of watching but never gotten around to do that, because I started them, then I've just turned them off because the phone and the phone and the phone, Snapchat, Instagram and everything like that. So I've given myself a period of 2 hours each day to do everything I want digitally, YouTube, Messenger, Instagram, everything, to just keep in touch with that. So like I said in the first video, it's not a total detox, but it's a detox from my phone. And so far it seems to been working pretty well. Even my sister have jumped on the train now. She kind of yelled at me a couple of days ago because I was reading the messenger messages, but I did not reply, and I was like, I'm not reading your messages. Yeah, you read it 2 minutes ago. And it's turned out that I had left my computer with the messenger open, so every time she wrote something, the message would be read. And I was like, no, I'm using this dumb phone now, so I'm not. Then I talked a bit about my project to her, that I'm trying to detox myself from the phone use, and she was like, yeah, well, I saw this documentary a few days ago myself, so I was thinking the same thing actually. And I was like, what? Did you do the same thing? Well, I bought myself a 3310 Nokia, and I was like, you mean this phone? So it was a weird coincidence that all of a sudden she was on kind of that train. She was not going to do a digital detox herself, but she was going to try to reduce her phone time. And I guess that's in general the same thing I'm trying to do. So yeah. So day 8 or 9 this far has worked pretty well. I've been adjusting my days accordingly to how I'm gonna be able to use them. in this project, and it seems like it's going really well. I had like I guess it was Monday. I had a day that it was pretty hard again because there was a lot of stuff happening, and I was like, oh god, it would be great to just use that phone instead of like working on my computer now. And at some point I will most likely go back to doing that, but right now I need to keep my distance to my smartphone so I can get myself in place again, I think. I've been walking out a lot more, like I said in the earlier video also, visiting people. I've been doing a lot of stuff, but that I haven't really have been doing the last years, many years actually. So it's a strange transition from just a week ago already now. So I'm excited to see where this is gonna lead the next week. So yeah, I guess that's my update.